Okay, so we have a 2v2 here, Mongols and Koreans, on a map that is pretty much islands. We have the center area here with not a whole lot of resource. Excuse me. Landing that central island will give you some gold that is not very protected. It's right on the water's edge, and some other gold which is not protected either. So you have to control the water if you want to try to take those resources. What is going on back at home on these maps? Let's start with MBL. He'll have a large gold pile to the side, berries on the back. He has a boar, a deer patch, some sheep, another large gold pile. So 2 large gold piles on each island by the looks of it, and 2 large stone piles as well. So plenty of resource on that initial island. This is in no way a game that is like Migration. You don't have to leave that first island anytime soon. You can have a relic on those islands. At least it looks like most players do have a relic. So it should be an interesting game. Plenty of resources there. Certainly going to see water aggression. If we look out on the water is important maybe for map control more than it is for food control. You can see, like, yeah, there's a lot of fish here. There's a lot of food if you think about it in the long-term sense. But, man, this is, if you look at just the dots, the food patches, there's not that many. This is not the most fertile water that you ever will see on AOC. Obviously, you still want to control it. You still want to have it. But, man, I just don't know if that's as important as it might be on a slightly more fish-rich map. Still going to be important to control the water because these islands are not that thick. If you can camp galleys or something of that nature on the water's edge, you can harass your opponent's resources pretty easily. As far as wood goes, we have sparse bits of wood here and there, but not a ton. They're not huge wood lines. They could really get chewed through if this game goes long term. Anyway, for now, we will fast forward a little bit through. Guys starting to put docks up, and we will see this one go down. If we do, it doesn't really matter that much about the position of the islands unless we see a landing. But if we do want to look at that, we have Mongols here in red, MBL. His nearest player is Leary. That's his teammate. Across from him will be a Koreans player. So we'll have Mongols v Koreans on each side. But like I said, it doesn't matter. Does not matter really with water. We're going to see 2 big armies fighting each other. Teammates going to be working together here. Spoiler alert. Teammates will be working together in this game. Anyway, players just booming up, so I'm actually going to speed this one up quite a bit more, at least for a minute, at least until we see somebody click up to the feudal age. It's a pretty normal build. Sending villagers over to wood, getting out some fishing ships early to get a little bit of a food bonus if you want, if you're into such a thing. Let's see. Docks just now coming up for all of the players at almost exactly the same time. I think we'll see Janik here potentially be able to build the first fishing ship. There you go. Get a couple fishing ships out, and that is just as good as a villager, really. So players will be able to boom their way through here. We will see them transition to gold when they go to the feudal age, and we'll see galleys start to come out. One nice thing about Mongols on a map like this, something I probably should point out, is the massive food gathering bonus that they have. That gathering bonus is actually really useful to get up to feudal age faster. You can see Janik as Mongols and MBL as Mongols both clicking up to feudal age first. And that is largely in part to the gathering bonus. You can always get up to feudal age faster because that food comes in faster. And if you get up to feudal age faster, you can build galleys faster. So we will see Janik here up first by about 15 seconds, and he's going to have a chance to get the first couple galleys out if he wants. This map is so big that getting the first galley out, I don't know if that's really going to help you. By the time you get to your opponent's fishing economy, there's going to be enough time for him to reinforce it. So yeah, let's check out Janik's point of view here. Up to feudal first, will be soon going to drop a second dock right next to his first dock. So not really spreading himself out for fishing, really just putting his docks close together, I suppose, to be able to build and reinforce a military right in that spot. On the other side, MBL maybe has the most fertile waters. Maybe. I don't know. There's not really most fertile waters here. It's not the greatest fishing map, but it's good enough. There goes the feudal age for our boy Janik. He will have 2 galleys pumping out right away. Villagers on gold yet? Question mark. Yeah, 3 villagers over on gold. So he can sustain a bit of a galley push here early in the game. We'll probably send more vills over as the feudal age continues. Well, we'll certainly do that because he's going to continue to pump out galleys and build more docks and work his way through. MBL on the other side, having 2 docks as well, he will be pumping out galleys. How many villagers on gold for MBL? 3 villagers on gold. So, no big surprises here. We have a full-on galley push from 2 of the players. The other 2 players, who are not Mongols, will be up just a little bit later. 3 on gold for Leary. And how many docks? I just see the 1. Gonna have a second dock up soon. That's a little bit late for the second dock there. So that could slow him down a little bit. Galley's in on his fishing ships now from Janik. So Janik with the early first punch. Like I said, the Mongols player is going to have a bit of a bonus. Double docks for Skull. Skull will have how many on gold? Did we already look? I think we already looked. 3 on gold. No surprises here. This is a pretty normal. I think these guys all know what the deal is. These guys know what they're doing. So yeah, 2 galleys from MBL here, 2 galleys from Janik, and they will be sort of picking and poking and moving around. And the one thing that is really nice is that those fishing ships had to run around the horn. They're going to fish up here to the north, where the green player is going to have 2 docks, maybe compensating for his slow second dock, building an early third. But yeah, for now, he and NBL will hold that side. They're going to hold this straight area, which is really an interesting spot. You can see that the map is not connected around the back. There's a block here, and on NBL's side, there isn't a block on NBL's side, is there? Yeah, so you could sail around NBL's island if you wanted, but you can't sail around Leary's. So for now, Janik will camp out on the front and wait for those galleys to mass up. His teammate is going to slowly reinforce him. Skull here is going to send in some galleys, but not, no rush, no pressure. There's time. 3.5 minutes left on the betting in case you guys are so excited about it. Highest kill-death ratio at 10 minutes of killer B time. Skull's working his way around one side. This is mostly just flirting and retreating and posturing on the front. The one nice thing is that Janik has taken away this dock's ability to really do much. For now, Leary is going to sneak more galleys past this this little blockade, I suppose. A blockade is an appropriate word for the Navy, right? Yeah, but for now, we will see these guys sort of flirting around. Huge galley number advantage in this group for MBL and Skull. But you can see the blue player is, he's being sneaky. He's being very sneaky. He's going to run around the horn, and I don't know. Is he going to try to pincer these units, or is he just going to go forward? He doesn't really have the numbers to do a full-on pincer move here. He's kind of coming at him from behind, and why is he doing that? Maybe just to get some map reveal. I don't know. I'm just a commentator boy. I don't know anything about this game. Galleys coming up continuously from all players, and we're just slowly working our way through. Fletching coming in now. So we can see that Janik already has it. MBL has it. Skull will not just yet, but will soon. And Leary, for now, will be the one player kind of lagging behind. He'll get it last. So, yeah. MPL's Island sounds like the suckiest ride on Disneyland. So, yeah, big fighting here on the front. Like I said, this is from the CM map pack, I believe. At least that's what the title seems to say. There is a center island, but it is not gold rich. It's not that center island that you really want to get to. It's that center island that, oh boy, I hope I don't have to rely on those resources. They're right on the shores there, and they're just really not. There's 3 tiles of gold in 2 different spots. It's just not that much resource. Big galley fight on the front. It seems like the total military numbers are in favor of Janik and Skull, at least by visual. Yep, I see that as well. 1.5 minutes on the betting. We will see who has the highest kill-death ratio. But right now, it could be Janik. Janik's getting a lot of kills in, but we'll see. You know, it's really hard to get a high kill-death on galley wars. It's like you lob in a shot of arrows, you get some good damage in. Look at all these low HP galleys. You get some damage in, you kite away, you run for the hills, or sail for the hills. That doesn't make any sense. And you try to keep the pressure on. It all really depends on who has the numbers. And right now, Leary and Skull have the numbers. Skull might have the best kill-death. I haven't seen him lose a ship yet. Anyway, enough speculating. We will let it happen. Oh yeah, it's right here. Duh. MBL has the highest kill death by far. Man, Killer B with the worst commentary ever. Anyway, 2 packs of ships here just slowly working at each other. You can see that, these guys are really not ready for a full-on fight. They both probably feel confident. I shouldn't say they both feel confident. Leary and Skull probably feel confident with their position. They control the fishing waters, which is actually going to give them a huge boost in the long term. MBL and Skull and Leary here are just trying to hold down the fort and get enough numbers to push out of this little tiny strait, I guess you could call it, this little tiny bay. That is not a good place for your whole army to be. They don't have any map control. And you can see right now, Leary's going to lose a dock. If we look at the... Oops. Let's look at the the contents of that dock. Yeah, it popped up just now. Oop, there goes the timer. Highest kill-death ratio. Okay, highest kill-death is going to be MBL. He has a 3-to-1 ratio. 3-to-1 means he has the highest kill-death. So MBL will be the winner for the highest kill-death ratio. Hopefully you got a bet on MBL here. Okay, let's go back into the game here, and we will continue to watch it. We're at a little bit of an elevated speed because right now it is really flirtation on the water. MBL and Janik here are going to be up first. The Mongols players, surprise, surprise, will make it up first. Leary will be to castle just after, but Skull is a little bit behind. What is Skull up to? Skull is not clicked up yet, has the blacksmith out, is taking some deer. Maybe this food is the food he needs to get up. Ooh, I see a transport ship. Leary here with a transport, which is interesting. Oh, he's actually dropped off a couple units on the center island. Dropped off a couple units, found the gold, and then went and picked up those units, and now he's going to try to drop onto... no, he's not. He's being tricky. Thought he was going to drop there on Skull's Island, but Skull was smart enough to leave 4 vills there just waiting for him. So Leary going with maybe a bit of a Hail Mary type of move. You know, he and MBL certainly are not controlling the water. MBL has gone all the way around that strait with his galleys. But in the end, Leary is going to continue to run these 2 vills and a scout all the way around the map. MBL, his big brother here, is going to have a big group of galleys. He's going to get 2 free ones. Is he? Is he going to get 2 free ones? Oh, man, he's not. Okay, sorry about that. Leary still running around the map, or sailing around the map, still with some vills in that transport. He doesn't seem to know what to do with them. He didn't like the center island enough, so he tried to land his opponent, and then he had to give up. You can see war galleys right there already out for the yellow player. War galleys out as well for MBL. Skull here is taking a fight against these war galleys, which I guess he has the numbers. He doesn't have the upgrade advantage, of course, since he's still just got galleys, but he certainly has a good number of units there, and he's doing a decent job to push MBL back for now. You can see that his teammate Janik here, though, is in full control of the northern shores. MBL and Leary's strait here that they were really trying to hold on to is going to be... it's gonna slip through their fingers, at least for now. Yeah, so villager counts right now are pretty similar. MBL with the highest, probably just because of good micro. No, he has a second TC. Why speculate, Killer B? Why speculate? You're always wrong. 1 TC there for the yellow player. 1, 2, 3 TCs here. 4 TCs. Is that 4 TCs for Leary? Oh, interesting. He's going to have 4 TCs up. I suppose he's going to try to make up for what he's lost in fishing and map control with more villagers and more resources. Now he has landed. Houston, we have a problem. Leary is now landed on the island of his opponent's Skull. Let's see what Skull can see of this. Probably nothing just yet. So right now in his fog of war, oh, Skull's going to be Johnny on the spot with a couple war galleys. That's why you keep patrolling those war galleys around. Very nice. He's also going to see that that Leary runs his scout right into his opponent's area. Leary needs to drop something immediately to try to keep those villagers safe, but you know what? He's just going to wall them into an area where these galleys can get them for free. So villager fighting on the front, and Skull is so efficient that he's not even going to send 10 vills or 6 vills. He's going to send exactly 1 more vill than his opponent has, and he's going to kill him forward. So Leary there with just a really incredibly failed attempt. You know, it was a good idea. Landing the center island or landing your opponent is something you can always do as a Hail Mary when you've kind of lost the water. Sneak a landing in, MBL taking a terrible fight here in the long run. He's losing really the last of his navy, which is really unfortunate for him. He has to do it, I suppose. Where's he going to run to? He can try to run around this corner again, but I don't see it really ending well for him. So yeah, more map control for Skull, more map control for Janik, and they continue to win this game pretty handily now. The one thing Leary might have going for him, yeah, he's got a decent villager advantage. He's up on 66 vills right now, continuing to boom his way through. Has a couple of galleys out again. That seems like a suicide mission, but those guys are going to at least keep an eye on the map, try to control as much as they can. Look at the eco. It's all farming. Gotta support those 4 TCs. So for now, players are just working their way through. Largest army at the moment is Janik's. Janik is still happily roaming around the seas with that huge number of war galleys. So he's doing really nicely. He's going to be He's going to be controlling the water for some time. Little sneak attack here from Leary, but it should not last long. There's plenty of war galleys nearby from Janik to clear that up. Yeah, guys. Chat's having a good time. I'm having a good time. It is early in the morning over here, but every once in a while you got to wake up early. You got to have something to look forward to in the morning. Get some AOC streaming early in the morning. Yep, the galley's going down here for Leary. He is in trouble, and this is going to be a problem for him. But MBL has massed up a new group of galleys back in his side. He actually has almost the highest navy right now, but he's against two opponents who each have a decent-sized navy. So if those two players work together, MBL's aggression there might not really get a whole lot done. We'll see. You can see Skull's going to build some houses out nearer to the shore. Get some map reveal so that if his opponent tries to land him again, he can see it sooner. He responded beautifully to that first landing, but Leary tried to land an area that just, there was no room for him to operate. You know, you had galleys coming around from Skull that he didn't know were there, but and we also had this mining camp right in the front, so he just really didn't have any time. So yeah, big aggression here on the front. Looks like MBL, I shouldn't say big aggression, couple of galleys poking their way in for Janik. Keeping an eye on MBL. If you look at those are +2, so are MBL's. MBL has the numbers here, so it's not a good fight at all for Janik. He's going to run off from it, but he's going to lose. He's going to lose quite a few HP in the process. Lots of ships taking a lot of damage. So yeah, fight here on the front is in the favor of MBL. He can actually push Janik back and clean up some of his fishing, but here comes more ships from Janik. MBL still seems to have the numbers, though. He just seems to have a huge navy right now. Janik has a similar number, but I think some of them are over here. So we'll see what that big fight on the front results in. Right now it's going to result in MBL running off from this. I think he had the numbers, but if he did commit everything and ended up with like 10 ships left, then he's screwed. He needs to keep these ships alive. Even if he can't take a good fight, it has to be a great fight for him to want to commit to it. He's going to get a few more war galleys on the front. He's actually doing a nice job not to lose too many, but now he's taking a full fight there. And here comes Skull, quite a few more galleys. MBL's going to have to run off of this, and in the end, he's going to be... He's going to win that fight, kind of, but not a decisive enough win. It looks like he's going to try to hold the water while Leary tries to boom up. Leary will be Imperial Age very soon, but Skull's going to be right beside him. Cartography coming in, University coming down. Lots and lots of stone from the green player, so maybe a castle to try to get his... oh, he's already got a castle up to keep his docks safe and try to hold that side. MBL pushing back into this strait, which is a nice little spot for him, but look at this. I mean, 2 navies is always better than 1. Who's better than 1? Okay, we gotta try the new drop. Let's see. Oh god, it's so quiet. Yep, we must defend our island. I'll have to work on that. MBL taking a massive fight here on the front against 2 different navies. And the reason he's taking that fight, he's trying to give Leary a little bit of time to get that castle up. Also, he has nowhere else to run. He has nowhere to go. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. So he has to take that fight in the strait where the numbers disadvantage maybe matters less. Just like the 300 Spartans, right? Right now, though, we are seeing that army sort of waiting. These guys are trying to build back up. Leary's trying to get out on the water. Has a nice big economy of villagers, 117 vills right now. The problem is that they have no water control, and the Navy is still in the favor of their opponents. They need to reboom this Navy. MBL's ready to go, though. MBL's pushing out. This is interesting. I think they probably should have stayed at home maybe for a little bit longer, but they're going to push out and maybe catch their opponents by surprise. You can see the entire Navy here from Skull is all the way on the other side. MBL's going to run in and, at least for now, annoy Janik a little. Get some annoyance in. It's always good to get some annoyance in. But it's not going to be enough. Janik's going to very intelligently retreat to his teammate's Skull, and they will mass up a really nice team of galleys. And in the end, MBL's going to lose some ships there for free. Oh, Leary needs to run off from this fast. He's going to run off from this eventually, but man, just the ships turning around takes so long, and they're going to lose quite a bit of the chance that they had seems to be even smaller than it was before. MBL still in the Castle Age. Still trying to mass up war galleys as much as he can. Galleons in for everybody else, I would assume at this point. Is that true? War galleys for Janik as well. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Galleon coming. So yeah, we will see a full-on water battle. MBL and Leary just trying to get this thing going. Leary's going to have another castle soon, as long as these guys can defend it just a little bit longer. It looks like Leary will get that up. Yeah, he'll get that castle up, and that's nice. They can reboom their navy inside this strait in relative safety. Their opponents don't want to sail their ships under the shadow of that castle. But man, look at the great damage coming in for Skull. MBL's going to drop a castle there. Or is he? Skull sees it right away. He's going to react right away. 1 villager, 2 villagers down. Yeah, MBL has to run off with this. Let's see. MBL will run off, losing 4 vills there. Big fight still on the front. MBL taking on basically the entire army of Skull. Janik has retreated for a moment. This is really interesting. MBL and Leary seem to have the strait, but for the moment, their opponents are just going to back up and hang out in the middle. MBL sending more vills to that castle. More vills dying. Oh my god, more vills dying. Look at the villager kills here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 vills, 11 vills down. And Leary will finally push Skull off from this castle on the front. He will finally push Skull off from killing MBL's vills on the front. MBL with just 800 HP on that castle needs to try to get that thing done. Let's see. Let's see what percentage that castle is. Yeah, right now on 20%, just has 2 vills building, which will take forever. And look at this. Look at this. Skull's going to come back and do more damage on those vills. He's going to continue to annoy them and slow down the castle building process. He's going to kill 13 vills on the front of that castle. Craziness. Skull and Janik on the front, still fighting, actually getting a really nice fight against Leary. And for the moment, they push MBL and Leary back into this little channel. MBL needs this castle to go up. Man, if that castle was up right now, they would have a really nice, safe spot to boom up their navy. They would have some nice arrow fire, but for now, that castle is going to have to delete it. 13 vills lost in the attempt to get that castle up, and it doesn't look like it's going to go. Still fighting in the strait, as I said, and anytime you have a channel in a fight like this, it's going to be pretty equal. Even if one army has much bigger units, bigger numbers, you can only get so many units in the channel. And actually, you can see MBL and Leary seem to have more units in the channel overall. That castle is still up. MBL needs to delete that castle. What is going on here, bub? Sending over 1 more vill, but, man, what does he think? He's going to sneak it in? Going to try to sneak in that vill, and Skull is going to see it right away. So 14 villagers dead trying to get that castle up on the corner. It's a beautiful castle location. MBL pushing out, trying to push the army back to Skull, but Skull's going to stand and deliver. He's going to take this fight. MBL has lost, 13 vills here on the front. It's going to be more if he tries to commit to this. Look at Skull just camping out and waiting. 14 vills, 15 vills, 16 vills. Do I have 17 vills, 18 vills? Anybody want to bid 19 vills? For now, it's going to be 18 villagers dead on the front, and that castle is still not going to go up. So yeah, Skull and Janik pushing MBL and Leary here into the corner. No one puts Baby in the corner. Those guys are really in a trapped, tough position. You can see Skull is starting to take over the center island as best he can. MBL's castle here still has not been deleted. Maybe he's just happy with keeping that army's attention on that 39% complete castle. That is crazy. 18 villagers down on that castle in the front. Skull gets his castle up. I don't know where the new one is. Maybe it's this one or this one. So he's going to try to control his side of the strait. And that is really their only strategy now. Control that strait and try to continue to boom up. MBL is going to send 1 more vill in. We're going to see 19 vills die trying to get this castle on the front. Obviously, the ships are going to be very, very slow in taking this castle down, but MBL is not going to get that up, at least for the time being. Janik here has lost interest in the strait. He is just happily camping out on land and trying to annoy his opponent as much as possible. I think Leary is saying, yeah, try to build your castle somewhere else, bro. So he's going to delete that castle. Skull's going to notice it, I would assume. His whole navy is here to deny that castle. Now that he sees it's been deleted, maybe he'll go and send a few searching ships out. Up here is not really an option. There's too many houses. Oh, MBL's down here. So he's lost 18 or 19 vills so far. There's 19, 20, 21. Oh my god, 22, 23, 24. Oh god, 25, 26. Oh man, MBL with a true tetraides castle, I believe it's called. And Oh my god, just look at the villagers going down here. MBL is losing at least 30 to 35 bills trying to get these castles up. He's on 90%. This has to go up. If he has any chance whatsoever, oh my god, it gets an eye on 94%. And look at the corpses all around this castle. MBL has to be just absolutely pissed. I hope somebody here was in his channel. Oh, he's gonna sneak a bill over. Oh, that bill's gonna die too. MBL is going to commit every single bill he has left by the looks of it. 10 more bills and he's gonna get this castle up. 95, 96, 97, 100. Okay, there we go. But MBL losing 35 villagers to get that castle up, and that just sucks. His navy and Leary's navy here are in the middle, and they're pushing out a little. They're taking a fight on both sides. One side is against this castle. Skull has he's brought his navy back. I don't know why. I think he should bring his navy into that fight. He's kind of leaving Janik here to take a pretty bad fight. Looks like Janik, unless he's balled up here, doesn't seem like he would have the numbers. On 61 military, but I guess he does have the numbers. He's up against 77 total. Any trades they can get right now, even sort of bad fights in general, are good. They can slowly clear up the water. Here comes Skull from the other side. Skull needs to get into it. Yep, here he goes. He needs to come in and join this fight with Janik, and they can clean up the water completely. So MBL and Leary here are probably cooked. Their ship is sinking very, very quickly, and this is going to be a huge problem for them. Will they go with the Never Surrender? We shall never surrender. Yeah, I think those are too quiet. Gotta get those louder. But anyway, big fight here on the front, but it's pretty much over. MBL and Leary seem to be cleared up. I think I'm gonna fast forward this one. I don't see any way they get back into it. Oh, there you go. MBL with the GG. He doesn't see a way they get back into it either. Oh my god, this castle. Oh my god. I think it was 18 villagers we saw die here, and it was at least another 15 or 18 on this side. Just a really tough go of it. Skull was there, he was ready, he had his army just kind of his navy just kind of camping out on the banks and just trying to deny castles, and wow. In the end, I bet Skull had a beautiful kill-death ratio. Yeah, almost 2 to 1. So did Janik. Janik's, he's pretty close to 2 to 1 himself. So a nice little game from Janik, and Skull played really well on this CM map pack map. Hope you guys enjoyed that one.